What's up guys, this is Coach Trey and welcome to another episode of Top 5. Today we're going to look at top 5 most memorable moments from WL 501. In all honesty, this was one of the best cards I have seen. I really enjoyed the whole competition. Maybe not all the matches were so great. There are a few matches that really stole the show and we learned a lot of things from this event about the pullers that were competing in it. So before we go further, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, maybe share it with your friends. Number 5, great defense of RVJ. Wigan Jr came into this competition as the reigning middleweight champion. He was facing Craig Tullier, and every round RVG was defending. He was defending against the hits of Craig Tullier. Craig hits very hard, and when Craig hits, his elbow lifts up almost every time. So it's very hard to hold someone in position when their elbow is flaring up. I know with WF rules, it would be a completely different scenario. And I think Rob would win even easier. But WL is entertainment in first place, so they allow these elbow fouls. He was holding Craig with his elbow flexors together with his pronation, and they're just finishing with side pressure. Great show of defense and strength from RVJ. Number 4, hand control of Tony Kitowski. Tony is back. A few years ago, he had an amazing season when he won lightweight championship with both arms. And now he's back in super shape. And he showed in a match versus Doug Elrich right from the round 1 that all he needs to do is take your hand. As soon as he took his hand, everything was over. And similar thing we noticed in a match versus Jordan Steele and Storm Chelino. So as soon as Storm took his arm, the match was over. Right from the round 1. He was so strong, so overpowering against his opponent. So Tony and Storm looking very good, very excited to see more matchups from them. Number 3, side press of Todd Hutchings. Everyone knows the legends, everyone already knows how strong is his side press, but everyone was still thinking maybe Devin can take him, maybe Devin can go bone to bone and press through him. And we saw this wasn't the case. Todd's side press is on another level. In his career, he has had victories against all the best hook arm wrestlers on the planet. He has won Zuluev, and very recently he beat Krasimir Kostadinov and Sasha Andreev. Todd is still here in the game and his side press is looking as good as ever, and we are very excited to see him pull against Matt Mask on WL 502. Number 2, Devin will find a way to win. This wasn't Devin's best performance. He wasn't dominant, but he still found a way to beat Todd Hutchings. I think from all the traveling, from going through different continents, coming back and then traveling even more, he's been exhausted. And even though he trains every day, your body takes a toll, especially from all the time shifts, from jet lag and everything else. I think we can attribute that his angles wasn't holding up to that, but he still found a way to win. He used the move that was so much criticized in his match versus Michael Todd, the King's move. And right now on social media, it has gotten so much attention. Engin Terzi started talking about this, other arm wrestlers starting talking about this, and maybe Devin will lose some fans just because he's using the move that everyone so much hated when he was beaten with it. But the thing is, everyone goes to an arm wrestling table, to a match to win. You don't want to lose in a good match. You want to win. You want to find a way to beat your opponent. And that's exactly what Devin did. I'm very excited to see what opponent he will face next and the shape he comes in. Devin is a great ambassador for this sport, traveling around, inspiring people, but we still want to see him arm wrestle. I still want to see Devin in good form kicking ass, so we're excited to see that. Number 1, girls steal the show. Nancy Locke and Victoria Karlsson really stole the show. The best match on this card. Matchmaking for this one was made in heaven. In this match, we saw everything. We saw strategy, endurance, technique, all the things you want to see in a great match versus 2 opponents who are very similar. We already talked about this in our review video, but every time you put 2 top rollers against one another, someone will take other's arm, and that's it. When you put 2 great hook arm wrestlers together, they will sit in position. They will battle it out. They will get in their strongest position, and if they're very close to each other, it's going to be a great long match. As someone who sees engagement with viewers, especially on girls arm wrestling, I know it's not a lot because everyone dismisses them. Everyone says well, these are girls arm wrestling. Here we saw something completely different. This was the best match on this card, in my opinion. Just thinking about recent history, MMA did the same thing. Ronda Rousey came, everyone saw how great women MMA is. Now they're making main events, and fights are awesome. And here was the same thing. The matchmaking did amazing job on this one. Girls showed up. I really enjoyed this, and I think this put women's arm wrestling up another level. So guys, these are our top 5 picks. If you have something to add, please leave a comment, like the video, share it with your friends, get some cool arm wrestling merchandise. Link is in the description. Stay strong and love arm wrestling.